So you broke your iPhone 4. The good news is it can be repaired. Hi, I'm Anthony with iCracked, the nation's largest iPhone repair company. Today we'll show you a video of an iPhone 4 screen replacement. It's a very comprehensive video and you shouldn't have any problem being able to do this repair. Feel free to go to our website at www.icracked.it for any references on repair manuals, videos, or parts. Good luck and happy repairing. So this is the Verizon iPhone flowchart. You follow the steps directly from here to here and it will help remove the iPhone screen for Verizon. Today we're going to be replacing the white screen from the black. So we have our front screen, we have our back, and then also our home button. As far as the repairs that we're using today, we have a set of screwdrivers here. This is the custom 5-point pentalobe screwdriver that Apple uses for their bottom screws right here on the iPhone 4. So we have that, we have our standard Phillips screwdriver, and then we also have another standard flathead. As far as pry tools, I like to use a dental tool, a plastic pry tool, and then also your standard pocket knife will work great as well. So let's dive into it. We have the Verizon iPhone. First thing to do is to power it off, and then we can just open up these two screws here with our pentalobe driver. The flowchart is great to stay organized during the 27 screws that we have to go through with the Verizon iPhone. So I'll take these, set them right in its little spot. Alright, now we get into the phone just by lifting up here and pulling off the back glass. I'll set this aside. And here's the components of the iPhone. First things first, we want to remove the battery. Take off the first screw that holds the battery together. It's just this screw right here. We'll use our Phillips screwdriver, pull it off, and grab the little sponger here. What we're doing is we're prying the connector from the logic board and the battery. So I get underneath and pop that right open. Okay, so the next step, there are some repair manuals that say to use this little pull tab when removing the battery. We found that a lot of the adhesive is very strong and this will actually break. So our strategy is to actually use this pry tool and work our way around it until we can actually pull it off without damaging the pull tab at all. So we start from this side and begin pulling up and over. So now we're going to remove the two screws and the EMF shield with our Phillips screwdriver. And pull off the EMF shield here. Okay, next step, take your plastic pry tool. We're going to peel back this little ribbon clip right here. Kind of pops up, you take your finger and peel it up and over. So now we're going to remove this one screw that holds the protection shield over the Wi-Fi cable. Alright, next step is to remove the 5 screws that hold on the EMF shield underneath all the connectors. We'll start with the largest screw on the left first. The other 4 screws are the same size. Alright, I'll take it with a spudger here, just pop it right off. Like so. So now we have all the connectors exposed. The first one we want to remove is the actual camera here, and it's connected just at the bottom here. We'll use a little plastic spudger, and it comes right up. We just take that and set it aside for step 6. So next step is to unhook all of these connectors. remove this protector of the headphone jack, and we're ultimately going to be removing the whole logic board in this step. So the first thing we want to do is unhinge the 6 cables that you have here. We have the digitizer LCD connection, the power and volume buttons connected all on here to the logic board. So that's 3, 4, 5. What we want to do is take out this little protector, and it'll expose the 6th cable. We just pop it up right here. And that's 6. Alright, the next step is to take out the 5 screws which hold the logic board in place. So the first screw is here. We have another one here. 3rd one, 4th, and 5th. Now 3 of these screws require our flathead screwdriver. So we'll take those 3 out first. So grab our flathead. And disassemble this. Second one. Okay, so there's that 3. We can set aside the flathead now. All we have to do is grab this one, and then also this one that holds a grounding clip, which I'll show you in a second. So that's the final screw. Here is the grounding clip. You'll want to pull that out as well. It's a very small piece. We'll end up putting that back in. We'll set that there. Okay, so everything's unhooked aside from the Wi-Fi cable here that holds connects the speaker set to the logic board. So all we need to do is take a little plastic pry tool and unhinge that. So it's kind of looped through here. I'm just going to take it with my fingers, pull it aside so we can get a good grip on the logic board. Now the best technique to pull out the logic board is to start from the bottom part here. We're going to basically lift up, make sure the connectors are out of the way. We're going to lift up from the back, kind of pull up, and then pull right out. Very simple. So we pulled off the gold grounding clip. Next thing is to pull off this vibrator as well. Now you want to use just a plastic pry tool or even a dental tool would be fine. Just be gentle with this. It's held on with adhesive. We're going to end up putting it back on. So we'll start by using the pry tool and working our way around it. See, there it goes. Comes right off. Alright, now we're on to the next step. Removing this speaker enclosure right here. And it's held on by just 2 screws. One here, and then one over here. So we'll start with the first one. We have our Phillips head screwdriver. As you can see with this, they have this little plastic piece. You're going to want to hold on to that. That also holds on the speaker enclosure. Okay, and now it's as simple as lifting up on the side here, pulling it up, and now it's out. So we've basically pulled out all of the components of the phone. We're near the end where we're going to actually reach the screen here. The next screws that we have are the 4 screws that reside in each corner of the iPhone. So we have a screw here, here, down below, the bottom, and the corners as well. Okay, so we will just dive at it. We'll take the one in the corner here first. Now, the second one is actually covered up by a sticker here. All we're going to do is peel it back, expose that screw, and then and pull out that screw. Alright, there he is. He's revealed. Now we'll just The final 2 screws in this step are just at the bottom here, and there. So we'll flip it around and pull those out. Okay, we are almost there. We have 6 final screws that hold on each side of the iPhone. We have 3 over here, and then another 3 here, here, and there. Now these ones actually have these pretty significantly sized washers on them. These can be a tedious process, so what we recommend is actually to just loosen up these screws enough so we can remove the screen, which is fastened with these 6 screws. You see there's another 3 on this side as well. So we can just take that. Are we good? Okay. We'll take this and give it 1 twist on each of them. That's all we'll really need. And we'll be able to remove the front display. So we're at the final stage of actually removing the display from our mid-frame. So what we're going to want to do is take our pocket knife here and also our plastic pry tool. The plastic pry tool is useful, however I do like using a pocket knife to get in. It's much easier to kind of to wedge between the screen and the mid-frame. So we'll use a pocket knife. Keep in mind that there are connections here, here, and here that fasten it. So you want to actually start kind of on the corner here. Be perfect. Oops. Corner and pry your way in. It's held on by adhesive. We'll start at the top here, and you hear it kind of pop off. Okay. Now we're just removing it. Now we've disassembled it.